This is a full breakdown of the proposed Washington Township Board of Education budget for fiscal year 2026 to 2027. We'll cover where every dollar goes, what it means for your property taxes, and when you can have your say. Here's the honest truth about this budget report. The documents we had access to were board meeting agendas, not the actual budget book. That means the big numbers you probably came here for, the total budget size and the tax levy, simply aren't in what we were given. Instead, we're going to walk you through what these meetings do reveal, and exactly where you can go to find the real figures yourself. New Jersey districts are required to hold a formal budget presentation and public hearing, usually back in March, before the fiscal year starts. That means Washington Township likely already adopted its budget before these two meetings even happened. If you want the total budget, the tax levy, and per pupil spending, your best bet is the district's business office page or the state's user-friendly budget summary. While we don't have exact dollar breakdowns, the sheer volume of staffing decisions gives us a clue about where money is likely going. Statewide, salaries and benefits typically eat up 70 to 80% of a school district's budget. At the July meeting alone, more than 65 separate personnel actions were approved, everything from new appointments to retirements and leaves of absence. Special education is clearly a major cost driver here, even without a dollar figure attached. Both meetings included tuition placement changes for students needing out-of-district services, plus a long list of contracted providers covering nursing, counseling, and home health support. These contracts represent real, ongoing costs the district has to plan for every year. The district is also staffing up for its extended school year program, which serves special education students who need summer instruction to prevent skill loss over the break. That means hiring reading specialists, technology integration staff, and preschool instructional coaches, plus arranging transportation to get students to those summer programs. Transportation is another visible cost area. Even without a specific price tag, the district approved parent transportation contracts, continued its arrangement with Gloucester County Special Services for specialized routes, and brought on substitute bus drivers. These are routine but necessary expenses that show up year after year in every district's budget. We know this is the part most residents care about most. What will this cost the average homeowner? Unfortunately, we can't calculate that without the tax levy figure, which simply wasn't in the documents provided. Until that number is public, your most reliable source is the school tax line on your most recent property tax bill. One clear signal stood out in the May meeting: a standalone resolution addressing rising healthcare costs. This is worth paying attention to, because rising health insurance premiums are one of the most common reasons school budgets grow year over year. How the district responds, whether through cuts elsewhere or requests for more tax revenue, is something residents should watch closely. Families with children at Walls Preschool should take note of some leadership changes. The board approved both a new interim principal and a new interim assistant principal at the July meeting. If your child attends that school, keep an eye out for communication from the district about what this transition means going forward. Here's an important timing note. New Jersey school districts typically hold their public budget hearing and adoption vote back in March or April. Neither of the two meetings we reviewed lists a formal budget hearing, which strongly suggests that vote already took place earlier this year, before these agendas. What we're seeing now is the monthly financial monitoring that happens after adoption, not the decision itself. Even without a headline vote, the board is still doing important financial oversight every single month. That includes the board secretary's report, the treasurer's report, and a certification confirming that spending is tracking within approved limits. There's also a routine resolution requesting the next round of tax funds from the township, which is standard cash flow management, not a new tax increase. If you want to weigh in, every regular board meeting includes a public comment period, listed twice on the agenda, once mid-meeting and once before adjournment. You can also submit written correspondence through the board secretary's office. And if you have questions about specific contracts or the healthcare cost resolution, the best time to speak up is before the board votes, not after. Check the district's board docs page for the next meeting date and sign-up details. That's the full budget breakdown. The complete written deep dive is available free at New Jersey Washington Town GTL, Substack.com. Subscribe so you never miss an update. And if you find this useful, A small donation at kofi.com/govthroline helps keep this reporting free and independent.